when did you think you wanted to start producing movies? Because you got 2 documentaries out right now. One's Oscar nominated. That's incredible. Yeah, so why did you get what I did there? Why did you go into producing? Was this important?
Promotion for my Dwyane.
I know, I'm gonna be your street team. I'm your street team, yeah.
So I feel that I've been a storyteller my entire life. For me to be able to accomplish things that I have in life, I had to tell myself the most unbelievable story ever.
Yeah.
And so, but there's other people out here who are great storytellers and have amazing stories. And so to have the platform that we have, to be able to uplift and to be able to highlight and to be able to be a part of those stories that you identify with, to me was very important.
Yeah.
With both of the docs that you just talked about, both of the shorts, The Dads, What's Up Crew?
Yeah.
And Barber of Little Rock. These are things that I personally identify with, whether it's the community I grew up with that is very similar to the Barber of Little Rock.
Yeah.
And also being a father of Dwyane Wade, who is transgender. They deal with that with dads in the community. And I was actually a little jealous that I wasn't there, because I'm like, I need that community.
Yeah.
I need a community of fathers who I can ask questions to, I can throw things off of. So it's just things I identify with, and I want to be behind them and support.
So, like, why tell the Barber story? Like, how do you pick and choose? Is it because it was personal? Is this one?
Yeah, it's because it's personal. My partner, John Marcus, and I, we sit down and we say, what do we want our ethos to be as 59th and Prairie? And 59th Prairie is where I grew up. I grew up 5901 South Prairie in Chicago.
Yeah.
And so I try to think about that community. I try to think about that neighborhood. I try to think about that young kid or whatever, right? And I try to pick stories that kind of identifies with what, our ethos is. And so Arlo Washington, shout out to Arlo Washington, who he's a barber. And if anybody know anything about a barber,
they hear everything, first of all.
Everything, but they're the safe haven in communities. They're the place where you feel the safest going, especially when you don't have a lot of outlets like they don't have in Little Rock, Arkansas. And so for what he's done in the barbershop community by sending over 1,500 adults to school, but also, too, what he did by starting this People's Trust, which is a nonprofit bank for his community. So people can start small businesses, so people can have money to be able to pay their bills, right? And so he is an economic warrior. He is what the community needs. He's what our community needs.
Investing in his community.
He's investing in his community with his time, with his resources, with his finances, with his relationships. It's beautiful. He's a hero. Well,
also the Dads, the documentary. So we have them here actually. So the Dads, there we go. Yep.
What's up, Dads?
And we have the film's director, Lucina Fisher, in our audience, as well as the Dads. So explain the documentary. Like, how does it play out, Dads?
So the Dads, they get together. So it's a fishing trip. And I don't know if all you guys fish, like if everyone fish, right? Like, it's not something we grew up doing. But it's a fishing trip, and then, you start, as you watch it, it's only like 10, 11 minutes max. And as you start watching it, it's just about having a community, right? They're sitting around the table. After they fish, they go and they cook the fish together. They sit around the table. They start talking about their kids. They start talking about their journey as well. Like, your kids have a journey. As a dad, you have a journey. And so just to be able to sit and be expressive, right? And sometimes it's hard for men, right? Just going back to the masculinity, like, you don't want to hear me be expressive or be what is perceived as weak. But to be around the table, to be around that pond and be able to fish and be expressive and be vulnerable with what you're dealing with as a parent in this world. And ultimately, you just want to love. You just want everybody else to love. But that's not the world we live in, right? And so it was great just to see them together and just to see that community. Like I said, I was like, I need that. Like, I need that community as well, because sometimes you feel like you out here on your own, supporting your child, loving
and nobody understands.
And no one understands.
Yeah. Oh, no, I think it's important. And also, I think we can be that world. I am a positive person, but we can be that world, but we need things like this. It's just simply about loving whoever they came out to be. You know what I'm saying? They came out of the womb, whoever they are. Like, it's that easy. Like, we like to complicate the hell out of stuff, but, like, it's that easy.
It's that easy.
Yeah. What's something that you want to do? Like, what's a dream project? You're doing so much. You've done so much in your life. You're only 42. So what's like something like a dream that you want to do and accomplish?
I got to be ready. We were just talking about this backstage. Before I say that, I got to be ready for that dream. I think the one thing about it, we all dream for things and we all want things, but we may not be ready for it when it comes. And so I don't know what it looks like yet. I would love to work on your album with you if you...
Hey! if you're a producer.
I can talk in the background.
I like it. I
You
like
know
it.
what I mean?
We
So-
need another commercial break. You can see The Dads on Netflix, everybody. Dwyane's Oscar-nominated film, The Barber of Little Rock, is also streaming on The New Yorker's YouTube channel. Check that out. And his podcast, The Why with Dwyane Wade. You've got to check that out. It's available wherever you get your podcasts.